On Friday, Good Friday, kumekamatwa watu mambo ya petroli. Jana nilikuwa natetea hiyo watu walishikwa, lakini sasa usiku ndio nimepata maneno kamili ya kwamba ni vita ya biashara kati ya Ruto na wafanyikazi wake. Ruto aliingia kitu inaitwa G2G. Hii biashara yote ya mafuta ndio anafanya kupitia kampuni inaitwa Gulf Energy na ingine inaitwa Starbex. Tangu tuingie serikali ametengeneza faida zaidi ya 1.5 trillion. Sasa hii watu yake PS, CEO wa Kenya Pipeline, CEO wa EPRA wakaona Ruto karibu anaenda nyumbani na amekula peke yake for the last 3 years, hakuna kitu amekula, na hao ndio wenye kutengeneza mali. Sasa wakafanya mpango ya kando, pia wakaitisha mafuta bila Ruto kujua, na wakahusisha Like Nyanjui, wakahusisha Opiyo Wandayi, wakatafuta meli, wakauda maneno hapo, pia wakatengeneza karibu 500 million. Sasa ile watu maproxy ya Ruto, mtu naitwa Jogu, mtu ya huko kwetu Meru, na mwingine naitwa Chebet, wakaenda kwa Ruto wakamwambia, hii wafanyikazi yako wamekuchenga, wameenda nyuma yako.
Mtazamaji, baadhi ya viongozi ambao wa kwanza ni principal ambaye ni former principal secretary Mohamed Liban, the former pipeline company MD Joe Sang, the former EPRA Director General Daniel Kipto were punished for bypassing Ruto. And 500 million Kenyan shillings was recovered from their homes. And according to Rigathi Gachagua, this money was surrendered to President William Ruto. Remember, the 4 were arrested and were taken in, and they are accused of manipulating the stock data to justify emergency outside the government-to-government contracts, and they ended up to ensure and push for importation of substandard fuel at very inflated prices. And according to the CS of Energy, Opiyo Wandayi, already there is a halted second fuel cargo, which is believed to be carrying the substandard fuel. The fun part, if you look at the 4 that were arrested, you could clearly see that the majority are from the Kalenjin community. I don't want to politicize that, but I'm trying to look at what Rigathi Gachagua was saying. You know, when Rigathi Gachagua mentioned something, we need to take it seriously, because Rigathi Gachagua has never been far from the truths and the facts of things that he normally mentions about. Now, what drew my attention is the response that Rigathi Gachagua got directly from the director or the Directorate of Criminal Investigations. According to them, they are saying that any information that was shared by Rigathi Gachagua is undermining and false information that should be treated as malicious. which is meant not to speak the facts, but to undermine the public confidence on the DCI. And the promise that they will be reviewing to see if the information that was shared by Rigathi Gachagua has violated the National Cohesion and Integration Act, and their advice if Rigathi Gachagua needs to be arrested or any legal action should be taken against him. If it was not for Rigathi Gachagua and Ndindi Nyoro, we could have seen the price of fuel being hiked. That is a fact. And I know you would agree with me that if it was not for Rigathi Gachagua and Ndindi Nyoro to talk about this, then we could have seen the Kenyan government hiking prices because of the Iran-USA fight that is ongoing. If already we have seen leaders, especially those who were in that docket, taking advantage and manipulating the data, and then they go forward because we know there is government-to-government contracts of supplying fuel into Kenya. But they have bypassed the government-to-government contract and already imported substandard fuel. So my question is, where did they get the substandard fuel? Who decided that the inflated prices? Who gave out the money for the fuel to be imported? That's a question that we are asking. Because this is something that could have been done and already the CS knew about it. So when it has been inflated and the leaders have decided that let's speak about this because we know, we have been there, we know the crisis that the government takes advantage and uses that crisis to siphon money outside the public funds, outside the money that is meant to save other situations in the country. So Gachagua believes Ruto is behind it, but the only challenge and the problem they did is that they did it behind his back. They wanted to have a deal without having the share given to President William Ruto. Since we saw the cases of corruption in Kenya, this is the first case that I've seen the president arresting people. Does it mean he has taken a different perspective? Does it mean he has taken a different direction towards the corruption cases that have arisen in the Kenyan country? That is the question that I've been asking myself. Is Rigathi Gachagua right about the information he was giving? Is the DCI right about Rigathi Gachagua giving false information? And if that is the case, should Rigathi Gachagua be accused and arrested for sharing false information? It is a question that we are waiting for answers from the ongoing and information that we are to receive over the same in the coming days. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not go far. This is Edwin Sifuna Media.